Hello, here we are with an unboxing of the UK spec retail packaged Motorola RAZR, also known as the XT910. This is the latest Google Android handset from Motorola that measures just 7.1 millimeters in thickness along the body. So this is the packaging. Let's take a look at some of the things on here. On the back it mentions the dual core processor, the 4.3-inch Super AMOLED display, the 8 megapixel camera, and the fact that it records in 1080p. We've then got some details about the phone here. So it's an XT910, and rather importantly here, it's quad band GSM and 3G. So it's got 3G bands of 850, 900, 1900 and 2100, which means it will service a lot of countries of the world for 3G signal. So let's take a look in the box. So first of all, we have the Motorola RAZR itself, which we will come back to in a minute. We then have some quite nice packaging here, so it tells you about charging it up. And under here you will find a micro USB sync and charge cable. So this will allow you to connect the device to the computer or connect it to this, the 3-pin UK mains adapter. It's got a USB port here, so this is where you connect power like so and charge the device up. We then have a set of in-ear headphones, fairly basic ones there. It's got a set of replacement earbuds as well, 3.5 millimeter connection, so nothing to get excited about there. And then we've got the documentation about warranty, and then some simple quick start guides there. So fairly minimal box contents, there's no cover or what have you. Let's come to the device itself. So let's just boot it up, and whilst it's booting I'll give you a quick device tour and rundown of the specifications. So on the front here we've got some nice Motorola branding. At the top here we've got a small speaker for when you're holding the device to your ear. We've got a couple of sensors that you may just see there around the black edge of the screen. That's for light and proximity. We've got a front-facing 1.3 megapixel camera. We've got a 4.3-inch Super AMOLED advanced screen. So that's Samsung's technology on a Motorola product. So Super AMOLED advanced. It's going to be a very bright screen. It's got a 960 by 540 resolution there. We've got touch-sensitive buttons at the bottom, including menu, home, back and search. We've got a microphone on the bottom, it's all flush. On the side we then have a small volume rocker key, and you can see just how thin the device is here at 7.1 millimeters thick. We've got the power button. On the top we've then got a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. We've got the micro USB charging port. We've also got then a micro HDMI out, so you can use a micro HDMI cable to HDMI cable to connect this to a larger HD display such as your television. So when you've recorded footage on the rear facing 1080p 8 megapixel camera with LED flash, you'll be able to play it back on a large screen in full high definition. And then on the other side it's flush until we get to here, this removable cover, which is where the micro SD card can go. So it's got 16 gig internal memory on this, but you can put a 32 gig micro SD card in here. And then we've also got a micro SIM card slot, not a standard SIM card slot. So to date it's predominantly been the iPhone that has used micro SIM, but now the Motorola RAZR uses micro SIM as well. On the back here we've got the 8 megapixel camera with LED flash, autofocus, records in 1080p. We've got a loudspeaker. You can see this is a metallic silver and it attracts the fingerprints. And then under this piece of plastic we do in fact have a Kevlar back cover, which is sort of soft to the touch, which is quite nice, and this is what keeps the device thin. Also reduces the amount of heat that you feel on the back of the device and helps improve the signal that you get as well. So just quickly set this up so we can take a quick look at the device. So importantly, this is quad band 3G, if you missed that at the start. We've also got Bluetooth, Wi-Fi to the new N standard. We've got GPS on here as well. We've got all the proximity sensors. We've got Gorilla Glass on the front as well, so it's going to prevent accidental scratches and what have you. Weighs in at just 126 grams, so it's not particularly heavy, although it does feel quite wide, but then you do benefit from this very slim profile. It's got a 780 milliamp hour battery, that's 1780, so that's a huge battery. It is internal, it can't be removed, but that's going to last you definitely through a day for most users. I think even for the heaviest of users you should last a day with that. It's got 1 gig of RAM on here as well, which is good for multitasking. So let's just have a very quick look. We have got other videos that demonstrate the interface a little bit more. So you can scroll through screens like so. So we've only got 2 application screens at the moment. We've got customization here within the menus. We can create our own lists and what have you. Just show you some of the settings to confirm some of the specifications. So it's an XT910 running Android 2.3.5 there. So that's it, that's the retail unboxing of the UK spec Motorola RAZR. There are more Motorola RAZR videos on our channel, youtube.com/Clove Technology. Thanks for watching.